everyone, welcome back to the channel for another Crystalized video. In this one, we'll be discussing the subject of should Harumi be redeemed? This was a topic that a lot of you guys commented on in my last Crystalized video on YouTube and did other places as well. So I figured we're going to take a deeper look into this issue. And I'll start off the video by saying, no, I don't think Harumi should turn good in Season 15. Bringing Harumi back in Crystalized was a huge mistake, because her conclusion in Season 9 was perfect. It was tragic, it was poetic, and it shows Harumi die in the exact same way her parents died, and as a result of her own actions. The other great thing was that it was unclear if she felt remorse for her actions or not. We don't know what she's thinking as she dies, the characters don't know, and you can't say this about any other Ninjago villain. But what's done is done. Harumi's back, and it's very likely the real Harumi we see in Crystalized. But it's not all bad. There are ways that they could do her story that would be good, even if I disagree with the decision to bring her back. And something that's important to me is that she should not be redeemed. Look, there are characters who it's good for them to have redemption, such as Unagabi and Garmina. Redemption for them improves their story and makes it more compelling. I don't think Harumi falls into that category. Not every tragic character with an emotional backstory should be redeemed. What was so powerful about Harumi in Seasons 8 and 9 was that she was a tragic character to the end. She was influenced by events beyond her control, and that ultimately led to her downfall. I want Season 15 to preserve this. Now, I see a lot of people say that now that she's back, it would be a waste to kill her off, because what's the point of having her come back if she's gonna die again? However, the alternative is her being redeemed. And I think that's cheap. It would honestly very much cheapen her story in the show. And it could also hurt Lloyd's story. A huge part of his story in Seasons 11 and 12 and 13 was that he never had a happy ending with Harumi, or arguably never had closure at all. If Harumi is redeemed and they have their happy ending, what has been the point of Lloyd's story? This would seriously undermine the story that Lloyd has had in these past seasons. It's way more important for the writers to preserve Lloyd's story than it is for them to give Harumi something new. There's also the question of if she is morally redeemable, which I feel like is less important of a question, but still something to discuss. Put simply, she's done a lot of bad stuff. She is an insane character who's tortured Lloyd many times. I don't agree with the idea that everyone, no matter what they did, is capable of being saved or redeemed. So to sum it up, Harumi should stay evil and should not be redeemed. I've seen some people suggest that she could be betrayed by the other villains, and I think personally that would be really cool. Ultimately, Harumi is not a real person. She's a character in a kid's show about plastic toys, and it's not evil or wrong for the writers to kill her off. And my feelings on this subject aren't because I hate the character. Harumi is my second favorite villain in Ninjago, and I really want to see Crystalized preserve the amazing stuff that Seasons 8 and 9 did for her. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe, share with anyone different you know, share your thoughts on this subject below. Do you guys think Harumi should turn good? And I'll see you guys next time.